afternoon and welcome to the Monaghan Enterprise Awards, coming to you live from the Local Enterprise Offices here in Monaghan Town. My name is Áine Kerr. It is my distinct pleasure to be your host for the next hour as we announce our 36 finalists, 7 winners and the overall winner from Monaghan who will go forward to the national competition in Dublin in June. To all 36 finalists, let me say a sincere, heartfelt congratulations on being here today to represent the best of Monaghan innovation, design, resilience and sustainability. Now, next week marks, of course, for all of us, our friends, our families, our businesses, the 2-year mark since we really all had to collectively be apart in order to be together again. And that moment, 2 years, prompted obviously resets, restarts, pivots, sometimes going back to the starting line to have to start again. And so this moment here today hopefully marks a moment when you can all come up for a little breath to exhale that you've made it. Not only have you survived, but many of you have absolutely and fundamentally thrived. And it is a cause for celebration really after 20 months, 24 months of ambiguity, of rising to meet the moment, of constantly having to deal with unknowns and constantly and painstakingly having to see your way through new challenges and sometimes having to endure those lows in order to optimise the highs ahead. I hope today, for this next hour, that you're going to feel maybe a sense of the beginning of the end, or even the end of the beginning for some of you, that this marks a little milestone on your calendars after those 2 years of resilience, that this feels like a moment at base camp where you can look around and celebrate yourselves, your families, your friends, your business partners, your teams, and really reflect on the journey travelled, but really now take a moment to re-energise for the challenges and opportunities ahead. And I hope as you soak in this moment to celebrate each other and Monaghan Enterprises over the next hour, that you can really feel that sense of pride, a collective pride in yourself and your teams. And really for your friends and family, that you can come off this moment, this event, and say thank you. That they have been there for you through these moments of lows. They saw you through. They sometimes give you the energy transfusions, sometimes just that little text, that little moment where they rallied you again to get you to a moment like today when you can celebrate, when you can exhale and actually go, I made it, I've survived, and onwards we go. Because running your own business takes extraordinary resilience, and sometimes it's a recommitment to suffering every day. I should know, I've been there, done that, continue to do it every day. And your friends and family here today that are gathered might call it stubbornness. But it's a stubbornness about your sense, your belief in what you can do and achieve for you, your team, your family, your friends, your county and beyond. And so take real pride in that today. But it can also feel so incredibly lonely running your own business. And I hope over the next hour you're going to look around at the other 35 screens around you, other businesses here in Monaghan, and feel a sense of kinship, a sense of tribe, a sense of shared purpose. That collectively, all 36 finalists here today, you have put a stake in the ground, you have achieved something, you have had a sense of impact, and I hope you feel that renewed sense of purpose for what you have achieved and succeeded in doing, and yet knowing you're only 1% done. So congratulations again to all our 36 finalists, and I would encourage everybody who's joining us here today, we would love to bring attention to the work of the local enterprise offices here in Monaghan to all our 36 finalists by getting on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram and using the hashtag Monaghan Enterprise Awards. So get busy posting with that. Now, joining me here on stage is Bríd Quinn of Local Enterprise Offices here in Monaghan. Maybe just to set the scene a little bit, Bríd, why is a moment like today just so important?
Well, it's a really important day for us. We really want to celebrate all the small and micro businesses in Monaghan. It's also part of our Enterprise Week. It's the last event of our Enterprise Week, and a great opportunity to celebrate the great businesses we have here and all the work and the fantastic things that they do, the jobs they create, the businesses they have, and especially after 2 years of the pandemic, that we have something good to celebrate as we come out the other side.
Okay, and speaking of celebration, maybe we'll take a moment to take a look at some of our first finalists. Speaking of perseverance and iteration and creativity, we're going to go first to take a look at our first finalist, who is Diana Sepit of Barber Shop by Diana, a wonderful men's barber shop located in Monaghan Town. Good to see you, Diana. Established in 2011, this business is renowned for personal attentive service, as well as their stylish cutting, trimming and shaving. Next up, we have D2D Fitness. It's a personal training service headed up by Dermot Smith, a highly qualified personal trainer and fitness instructor. Dermot offers online and in-person training services tailored to the needs of individual clients. A keen sportsman himself, Dermot's passion is getting results for clients in a safe and effective way. Congratulations, Dermot. Declan Lockman Sports is an iconic sportswear and teamwear retailer located in his hometown of Castleblaney. Established back in 1984, Declan's business has continually evolved and adapted to meet the changing needs of clients. Innovations include personalisation, establishing the M15 sports and teamwear brand, and a ladies athleisure brand called EV Fitness. Next up, Dinkin's Bakery is a multi-award winning family bakery with a wonderful team of really talented bakers and craftspeople. Dinkin's create cakes, sweet treats and freshly baked breads for everyday living and really special occasions. Specialising in using locally sourced products, the team have won numerous accolades, including Blossom the Heron Awards, Great Taste Awards and also 3 World Bread Awards. Next, we have EQ Trading, our specialists in the distribution of hygiene, PPE, protective clothing, chemical products, catering disposables and pharmaceutical products. Clients include businesses, schools and the hospitality sector. Trading for over 20 years, Vincent McQuaid and his team responded quickly and early to the pandemic threat and responded in a way that delivered excellence to customers in both produce and service. And finally, in this section, we have Frank and Polly's Kids. And that's a warm, friendly and welcoming children's boutique in the heart of Castleblaney. Una McGuinness's background in retail and passion for great customer service led her to establish the business, which is augmented with a superb high-end website for customers both near and far. And congratulations to Una and to all 6 finalists there. Bríd, a lot of the local enterprise offerings, 2 years ago you really had to look what was there and see, is there more that we can do? What for you has been kind of a highlight over the last 2 years that probably you'll double down on, it has made sense to offer it to startups and local businesses?
Well, Áine, we've always been offering obviously train online vouchers to help businesses switch online because that's just a natural way for them to grow. But during the pandemic, when shops were closed down, when businesses were closed down and couldn't, it was imperative that we got as many of those out to the businesses so that they could pivot immediately, get online and continue to trade. And that saved a lot of businesses and they really, really did step up to the mark there. The other support that we had, I suppose, was the business continuity vouchers. And like we put out about 250 of those in like a 6-month period of time. And that was to help businesses to stop, to look at what they were doing, to kind of reprofile their costs, to reprofile their products, their services, and the way they could do it. And that, I think, also really helped those businesses. Now, going forward, we maybe don't need the continuity vouchers so much, but certainly mentoring is still there to support businesses on whatever growth path. But definitely the trading online, I mean, trading online is here to stay. So those vouchers are going to be one of our core supports and something we're still offering today. And then on top of that, it's all very well having a website, but we provide all the other training that goes around that to make sure that they're actually successful online and they can continue to train and adapt to new technologies as well.
And it's very holistic because, as you say, it's the practical in terms of the online vouchers, but it's up to the mentoring and coaching. But it's also working with businesses really at every stage of their journey, it's fair to say as well.
Absolutely. I think we like to think we have an intervention for every stage of the journey. So from somebody who's thinking of starting a business right through to those that have their export ambitions and stuff like that, that they have the right supports at the right time to help them on that journey.
Okay, great. Let's take another look at another 6 finalists who have made it here today for our Monaghan Enterprise Awards. Located on Market Street in Monaghan, Galanders Town and Country is a family-run retail business specialising in premium country clothing and footwear. Offering a smart, timeless style and a reassuring sense of quality, Galanders is the preferred store for those who want to look their best, whatever the Irish or Monaghan weather might throw at them. Next, we have Glaslaw Chocolate. Named after the beautiful historic village of Glaslaw, our next finalist, Glasshouse Chocolates have been using the finest of Belgian chocolate and natural, locally sourced ingredients. Glasshouse Chocolates offers a tiny bit of heaven in every bite. Handmade in small batches, these artisan chocolates really are a delicious taste of County Monaghan. Next, we have House of Labels, established in 2004, and it has a sister boutique, Inca. It's an independent women's clothing boutique in Monaghan town. Each season, the styling team select premium brands to meet the style and tastes of women of all shapes and sizes. The team at House of Labels pride themselves on helping local women to look and feel their best. Next, in an era of mass production, the team at Irish Organic Mill are bucking the trend. Their passion is producing the highest quality Irish organic flours. They mill using traditional millstones, preserving the natural oils and goodness. Based in the Ballybay Food Hub, they work with certified organic farms and nature to produce the highest quality Irish grown, Irish milled products. Next, Juno Composites supply a range of high-performance carbon fibre sheets and materials for customers in the aerospace, marine, automotive, vehicle and industrial sectors. From their HQ in Emmy Vale, they design, manufacture, test and stock a large range of high-quality carbon fibre. Their products increase performance, lower the CO2 footprint, resist corrosion and streamline manufacturing. Next, Knits by Monda are handmade creations prepared with love. Started back in 2020, Ria Monda creates unique knitwear, children's clothes and teddy bears. Her customers love that all designs are handmade, quality products. Offering a custom order service, Knits by Monda really create unique, bespoke and beautiful handcrafts. And congratulations to all of you there. That brings us to 12 of our finalists. Breach, to come back to you just finally, all of these businesses that we're celebrating here today, they've had to show massive agility, massive flexibility, being comfortable with the ambiguity. Do you think that is really going to stand to businesses now when we look at Brexit, when we look unfortunately to events in Ukraine, that we're comfortable with the unknowns, we know how to adapt and change quickly?
Absolutely. I think, like as you said earlier on, the businesses have shown incredible resilience. Their ability to adapt, and I think that is the nature of a small business, the ability to adapt, to be very agile, to understand what those outside threats are going to be in the future. They have the confidence now coming out of COVID. I think they've got the confidence to know that they can handle whatever other challenges, and there are many that are coming down. You've mentioned a couple of them there. Brexit, the war that's going on, it's had a huge impact on costs for businesses, and also sustainability is a big issue now. All of those new things, change is constant with business anyway, so when they've got the right tools and they've got the ability, I think that we're safe here in Monaghan with the businesses, and we have a load of supports to help them on that journey, if they need to, so we always recommend they come and talk to us at every stage.
It's a good mantra to have. Changes are only constant, and to embrace that into the future and be comfortable now with the unknowns and see what you can take within your control, and the rest you have to let go of a little bit. Thank you so much for that, Breach, who will join us later for announcing our awards. We'll take a look at another 6 of our finalists here today. We're going to start with KSH Group. Set up as a response to COVID-19, KSH Group is a high-end cleaning company providing emergency, COVID cleaning and long-term cleaning services to the healthcare and education sectors, providing sanitation, disinfection and cleaning services in nursing homes, COVID test centres, COVID vaccine centres and schools. KSH pride themselves in providing excellence in customer care. Next, we have LMC Customs Clearance, founded by Lisa Connolly. It's a specialist agency ensuring full compliance for businesses trading with countries outside the EU. Their tailored service is designed for each individual client. Expertise and experience combined to simplify the customs clearance process for businesses. In this post-Brexit environment, the need for a well-informed, effective and efficient customs agency has never been greater. Leicester Engineering, founded in 2005, is run by husband and wife team Andrew and Elaine Leicester. Based in Corvally, they manufacture a wide range of steel products for commercial, agriculture and residential clients. They provide a high precision plasma cutting service and bespoke manufacturing of animal feed equipment. They also offer 24/7 maintenance service, ensuring consistent high productivity and efficiency. Maisha Coffee was founded by Lucy Ewins in 2018. Maisha Coffee imports family-grown coffee from their family farm at Kirinyaga, set on the slopes of Mount Kenya. The imported ground coffee arrives to the Ballybay Food Hub, where it's made into the Maisha Coffee range of great products, including their signature cold brew coffee collection. McArdle's Computer and Office Supplies began many moons ago as a small family-run business with 3 staff, 2 phones and 1 objective. That objective was to create a one-stop shop for home and business stationery needs. With stores in Monaghan and Castleblaney and a team of experts with over 30 years' experience, McArdle's offer over 30,000 products and a superb service. Finally, in this cohort of 6, we have Monaghan Fix. Ahmed Ali has been repairing phones and computers since they first emerged. He started Monaghan Fix in 2017 to provide a high-quality phone and computer repair service. They offer a fantastic range of brand new top-end smartphone sales, plus top-quality used laptops at affordable prices. All products are fully tested and come good as new and under warranty. So that's another of our 6. That's 18 so far. We're halfway there. I'm joined now by Deirdre Craven of Enterprise Ireland, who is one of the judges. Can you just talk a little bit, Deirdre? We've heard from 18. We'll hear from the other half shortly, just about the quality of the applications this year.
Yeah, well, we've had a great selection of companies, as you're hearing as you go through them all there, and you've gone through, I think, about half of them at this stage. A great variety of companies across different sectors, companies in the micro space employing different numbers of people. It's been a great experience for me as a judge to be part of the panel, an honour to be looking and reading into all of these companies, and the quality was fantastic. It was very difficult, I have to be honest, to choose our winning 7 out of the 36 who are our shortlisted finalists, but we hope we've made the right decision, and you know, all of the companies are winners, there's no question about it, and they all have done fantastically to get this far, and we're proud of each and every one of them, and we wish every one of them all the best with their business as they move forward.
Great. Well, let's take another look at another 6 of those quality finalists that Deirdre has talked about there, and we'll bring them up on screen. Monaghan Hire has been trading for over 40 years, hiring, selling and servicing garden and construction machinery. Starting as a humble store in Castleblaney, Monaghan Hire has continued to adapt, evolve and grow. The company now has 42 employees, 2 really impressive stores, and is recognised nationwide as an industry leader. Next, Monaghan Music and Piano Centre started in 2006 as a small retail shop. It has grown into a large wholesale company providing musical instruments and accessories to shops all over Ireland and beyond. Customers can buy anything from a guitar pick to a concert grand piano, including some of music's most prestigious brands. Next, we have Moose Vegan. It's a high-protein vegan shake boasting 15-16 gram protein content. Founded in 2020 by Faye, Stephen and Aisling, following their business and entrepreneurship masters. All 3 are involved in GAA at inter-county level and share a keen interest in sports nutrition. Their vanilla and chocolate flavoured shakes are aimed at the busy, on-the-go vegan and those preferring plant-based options. Next, we have North-South 4x4, and that's based in Castleblaney. Northside 4x4 source and import spares for 4x4 vehicles. They offer over 3,000 different parts for a wide range of vehicles. They sell direct to customers and to the trade via their user-friendly e-commerce site. This family-run business is a trusted source of parts for both trade and motorists. Next, we have Old Carrick Mill, which is a Carrickmacross small batch distillery, and it has already built a reputation as one of Ireland's best gin and tonics. But cue COVID-19, and founder Stephen Murphy was quick to adapt. Old Carrick Mill diversified into producing hand sanitizer and non-alcoholic spirits, alongside its portfolio of spirits, including gin and whiskey. Finally, in this section, we have Peak Fitness. It was set up with the objective to provide a centre of excellence and fitness facility and service to people of Carrickmacross. Christina and Martin McMahon have created and maintained a positive, welcoming and healthy workout environment. They and their team inspire fitness enthusiasts and help them reach their peak fitness in life, both physically and mentally. Congratulations there to Christina and Martin, and to all 6 finalists in that section. Deirdre, to come back to you as a judge in this whole process, can you talk a little bit broadly just about the themes that you saw emerging across really all of the sectors this year?
I suppose across all of the sectors, and Breach kind of alluded to it and spoke about it as well, is, you know, companies pivoting in the pandemic, finding different ways to get, I suppose, revenue for their business. Indeed, a lot of them having to move online because that was the nature of the business that had to happen. Other companies in the manufacturing space maybe not necessarily been able to move online to the same extent, but finding different ways of doing their business, social distancing, etc., within their business. And look, every company has achieved and they wouldn't be on the finalist list if they didn't. So it has been a great achievement by them all that they have managed to continue to sustain their businesses throughout this last 24 months, and I've every confidence that they will continue to develop and grow and be successful moving forward.
Because we bandy that word around a lot, resilience now, but that is the testament of everybody here today, isn't it?
Yeah, well, any company that has managed to sustain itself through the last 24 months has the badge of resilience won already, and that there's no question. They've utilised resources that were there to them, that were available to them. They've utilised the services of the Local Enterprise Office, and we would encourage them to continue to do so, and to continue to build on their resilience and to continue to sustain their companies and grow their companies into the future.
Great. Okay, well, look, let's take a look at another 6. We're getting there, ever closer to announcing our first 7 winners and the overall winner. We're going to go next to Ramfit, and Ramfit was founded by JP Moan and Dermot McCardle. They offer sports and training equipment while delivering on a very big mission, striving for fitter people and a fitter planet. Ramfit use the power of recycled materials to make world-class, durable and versatile fitness equipment. Their premier product is called the RAM. It's a recycled, durable and versatile tool used by trainers, athletes, gyms, military and first responders for functional training and body maintenance. Next, we have Shoe Sisters. It's a family-run business in Castleblaney, offering women a premium range of shoes for all occasions. Their huge range of shoe brands are complemented by a stylish clothing and accessories offering. Elizabeth, Sarah and the Shoe Sisters team offer an attentive personalised service, both in person and online, that keeps customers coming back. Steele's Menswear is an Irish-owned menswear store stocking the best in suits, fashion and clothing from top global brands. They offer a superb range of suits, shirts, polo t-shirts, jackets, jeans, shoes, knitwear, coats and accessories available in-store and online. Their in-store tailoring and superb products provide a personalised service for every occasion. Next, we have Street School. Founded by Shawnee McCleary and Nikita McGrory, Street School is Ireland's leading supplier of lightweight hot food and coffee trailers. They provide an end-to-end solution for startups and existing companies wanting to establish or pivot into the street food business. Their turnkey solutions for clients include branded trailers, menus and a chain of supply delivering ready-to-go street food offerings. Next, we have Suv Friach Bon. With 35 years experience as a chef working across the world, Val O'Kelly started Suv Friach Bon back in 2020. His aim was to bring his range of restaurant quality handmade, full flavoured jams, sauces and relish to the family table. Based in Ballinode, every product is cooked in small batches to retain the essence of their locally sourced natural ingredients. And finally, in this section, we have the Kick Company. Founders of the Kick Company, Mark Kelly and Jerry McElliott, are driven by a long-term mission. They want to prioritise individual engagement in ball sports participation. Their first product, the Skill Master, is a rebounder that is immersive, responsive and bolsters strength and skills, resulting in greater levels of engagement. Their technology results in decreased dropout from ball sports by young people. So that gets us to 30. We're nearly there and closer to handing out some awards. Deirdre, just finally from you in this section of our award ceremony, what advice would you give to our 36 finalists, maybe some of their friends and family also thinking about starting a business on the QT, to people thinking about it, to people already out there when we look at the next 12 months, given all of the uncertainty we've come from, what do you say now to businesses going forward?
I suppose to businesses going forward is for the 36 finalists to continue to talk to the Local Enterprise Office. For those who are listening in the background who might be considering setting up a business, is to come and talk to the Local Enterprise Office. I mean, there is a broad range of supports available, and a lot of supports now that are available to the micro businesses, you know, heretofore may have only been available to larger companies, but that's not the case anymore. So the Local Enterprise Office have an amazing suite of products to support your business, whether you want to become more competitive through lean, whether you want to be more carbon neutral through Green for Micro. There's supports around innovation, digitalisation, which is going to become, you know, the buzzword, and all our businesses are going to have to move in that frame in order to sustain them, to grow them, and indeed so that they are in a position to consider and look at export markets off the island of Ireland. And that's the way you scale a company. And the Local Enterprise Office is here, ready to support and help.
Okay, very good. Talk to your local enterprise office. I think we'll be hearing that again before we're out of here at 1:30 today. Okay, let's go to our final 6 finalists before we start to then announce our winners. We're going to go first to Touchwood Crafts rather. Inspired by watching his infant son Arthur playing with wooden toys, woodwork teacher David Shevlin founded Touchwood Crafts in 2020. He researched and was intrigued by the benefits that wooden toys have on children's development. Working alongside his wife Colleen, David has created a range of high quality, personalised educational toys and bespoke furniture. All products are handmade using locally sourced materials. So that's Touchwood Crafts. Congratulations, David. Next, we have Valley Filters, established in 1993. It has emerged as a major innovator in the manufacturing, remanufacturing and reconditioning of heavy-duty and industrial air filters. Valley Filters is the only company in Ireland or the UK who provide air filter cleaning for the transport, agri, heavy plant, civil engineering and industrial sectors. Cleaning filters saves the cost of buying one and reduces environmental damage by preventing filters going to landfill. Next, we have Vehicle Fire Blanket. The next innovation in vehicle fire safety is the Vehicle Fire Blanket. Designed to contain fire in vehicles with lithium batteries and to stop fire in fossil fuel vehicles, these may soon become as common as fire extinguishers in buildings. Based in Scottstown, founder David Smith is an engineer with expertise in road safety, training and motorsports. Next, we have Voltaic Energy Systems. Founded by young entrepreneur Kyle Carey back in 2020, Voltaic Energy Systems supplies and fits spray foam, attic insulation and PV solar panels. Spray foam insulation is an expanding foam that is sprayed between the rafters of the attic. Once set, it lasts 25 years. Their PV solar panels power homes and electric cars, heat water, save money and help reduce your dependence on fossil fuels. Next, WD Excellence is a consultancy firm offering business improvement solutions. Founders Darren and Paula Woods have a mission to guide organisations to new heights using an enterprise excellence model. Their experience leading business improvement transformation sees them work with companies in FMCG, construction, life sciences and engineering sectors. Their services provide training and development, workshops, coaching and mentoring for startups, SMEs and large multinationals. And finally, we have Wouldn't It Be Nice? Husband and wife team Leo and Ava make wooden products and personalise them. Inspired by the birth of their own 4 children and a love for all things personalised, Wouldn't It Be Nice came into being. A joiner by trade, Leo makes everything from scratch. Customers in Ireland and around the world trust Wouldn't It Be Nice to personalise their beautiful wooden purchases. So that brings to an end all 36 finalists. I feel like we should be giving them a collective round of applause if we were in a beautiful room celebrating them, but hopefully you can all do it there collectively on your Zooms. Congratulations to all of you. So deserved to be here. We're going to come now to the first of our 7 winners in today's event, having gone through all of our 36 finalists. Deirdre, one of the judges, as we mentioned earlier, on behalf of Enterprise Ireland, you're going to announce our first award, which is the Best Startup Business, on behalf of the judging panel.
Yes, I am. And here we go. So, it's my very great pleasure to announce the winner of this first award today. So the winner of the Monaghan Enterprise Award for Best Startup is, little drum roll, Glaslaw Chocolates.
Congratulations, Glaslaw Chocolates. Well done, everybody. Great to see you.
Oh my goodness.
We have on screen Patricia Murphy-Thumb, who's the founder. We have Julie and we have Brian Finn. Congratulations to the 3 of you, very well deserved as the startup. Patricia, I might come to you. This all started in your own kitchen. You transferred from a kitchen, I think, into a little shop in the centre of the beautiful village. You now have a small workshop, but even though it has changed and it's gotten bigger, the methodology, the ingredients, that's the thing that you've kept consistent throughout.
Yes,
definitely. Small batches, local cream, local butter, short shelf life. So they've got to be eaten. Yeah, just started really with a couple of bars and some fresh cream truffles, and in my kitchen, in little premises in the shop, and now we've gone into a little unit, and it's really, we're starting to really see it move on now. And then Julie and Brian have come on board, so we've now a company together. So there's 3 of us in it, which took a lot of pressure off me. So Julie makes with me now, and Brian's come in now, is our in the background, telling us what to do, telling us what to do, what not to do. But no, just concentrating really on really good quality produce, and just eat the chocolate. Don't be keeping it, eat it.
Great to have.
Maybe Julie wants to say something, or Brian. Absolutely chuffed to bits. We're delighted.
Great.
Thank you so much. It's been a labour of love, and it's been hard work, and it is hard work. Anybody that's self-employed will totally agree, I'm sure, with me. It's a lot of hard work, but little things like this make it worth the while as well. And there's nothing as nice as somebody handing you money for something that you've made, and it means everything. I think somebody loved your product, so thank you so much. Thanks a million.
Congratulations to the 3 of you, and I'm sure, Patricia, for you, having people you can delegate to now, who can share some of the burden, is really important. I imagine also in Glasslaw you get a lot of tourists passing trade. You're not reliant just on the local Monaghan residents, although I'm sure important. But has that been a key feature over the last few years for you, is that it's a really mixed customer base that you attract now?
Yes, it is, definitely. Brian, do you want to answer?
It's just like, I suppose Glasslaw before the pandemic, it was very busy. Castle Leslie, a lot of passing trade, and then the tidy towns. But for us, it was an opportunity, so we set up the website and started selling online. So we're selling online, especially at the peak times. We're selling all over the world. And the thing is now, because the pandemic's over, Glasslaw is going to boom. Castle Leslie is going to be busy. Glasslaw is a beautiful village. A lot of people coming through, and it's a great marketing tool for our business, because people love Glasslaw, and we're at the centre of the village, in everything that we do. So look, it's been a tough 2 years, but it's fantastic to win this award, and it's been really it's really good to see get the recognition for it, and as I say, I want to wish everybody else all the someone didn't win this year, but they could win next year, you know what I mean? But look, business is not easy, but look, you're always going to face challenges, but as I say, it's great to win the award, and the Enterprise Board have been excellent for us. Like, we have a new production facility where we can make 10 times what we could make beforehand.
But it's still handmade.
And we've done all the courses, the green, all the different opportunities, and creating awareness for our brand. So look, we're delighted, and this is a great recognition for us. So look, thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Well done. We look forward to seeing that banner behind you updated now with Monaghan's Best Startup 2022. So congratulations. Enjoy your afternoon of celebrations. Well done, Glasslaw Chocolates.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very good. Enjoy. Okay, to bring us now to our second award of the day is the Established Business Award, and I'm joined again by Bríd Quinn, who we heard from earlier from the Local Enterprise Offices here in Monaghan. So Bríd, over to you for Established Business Award.
So, I'm delighted to announce the next award for Best Established Business. The winner of the Best Established Business in the Monaghan Enterprise Awards is, drum roll again, Street School.
Congratulations, Street School. Very, very well done. Hi guys. So Shawnee McCleary and Nikisha McCrory, congratulations. Very, very well done on Established Business Award. Can I come to you maybe first, Nikisha? I've met you before 4 years ago in terms of doing your own food trucks. That's now transferred into this broader consultancy business. Do you feel like, obviously it's been 2 years, we've all been out on those long walks having our takeaway coffees. Do you think this is now a sustainable business for a lot of people out there, that we're going to see the food trucks, this street business, really continue to thrive?
You can start, yeah.
Well, nice to meet you. My name is Tia. Nikita is at home, operations manager in Street School. We're delighted to win this award. Thank you. And we're really thinking that street food and street trailers are booming here in Ireland. Just last year, we set up almost more than 55 up to 60 businesses. So this year is definitely again our year.
And yeah, I think just as the cost of everything goes up, continues to go up, we're just able to offer that solution where, it cuts out a lot of people's overheads and different things. And again, it's just like we like helping. We meet a problem in our own business and then try and help people avoid hitting that problem they set up, so we've, try and take out the teething problems. But yeah, hopefully it's here to stay. Or we might not be established for too long.
And Thea and Shoni, like when you look at the whole package here, do you think there is going to be a move away from the bricks and mortar? Like once upon a time when somebody felt like they had a product or a service or an idea for a food business, they had to go and find the perfect place and the perfect location. Given everything we're reading in the papers every day with inflation and prices, do you think this is really a viable alternative to the bricks and mortar now?
Well, I'll just say, like at the start, before Tia came on board, like I was cold calling like hotel groups and golf clubs saying, like, have you not thought about an outdoor solution, an extra revenue stream? And they were all like, oh, no, we're not about that at all, And now they're ringing us back, taking 3 food trucks, 4 food trucks, like, they now see the value in that, And so.
And at the moment, it's not anymore everything about food trucks. Now we're widening up to non-food sector, so we're thinking that that's as well a space where we can grow more and we can offer more to businesses as well to get an extra income or just to be on their own, an extra marketing kind of a way to reach their customers.
So, yeah.
And are you still doing your own food trucks, or is this now the core business, is the consultancy package for others to go off and set themselves up and go?
No, to be honest, we do still run Blasta both here and in Dublin and Balbriggan as well, because I find that people trust us and come to us because you're not just saying, oh, this is something I used to do myself, or this is something that used to work for me. You're saying actively, like we're on the front line as well every day, learning constantly. If we get an event, if I get asked to do a wedding in Galway, well, I've got at least 4 or 5 food trucks in Galway that I can say, actually, Blasta might not be able to do that, but I can pass the work on to others and constantly trying to add value to them. So yeah, no, definitely a big part of why it's kind of doing well is because people can come out and stand back and watch kind of just how we operate really, and we can always learn wee tips and tricks on every day to pass on to others and stuff. So yeah, we still do run it for our sins. I don't know why. It's a lot more headache now, to be honest, but sure, look at
But it sounds like that hands-on experience, that real-time day-to-day experience is really important. So you're applying the practical all the time to the consultancy part of the business. Well, congratulations to Shoni, to Thea. Pass on our congratulations as well to Nikita. Very, very well done on your Established Business Award today. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks a million, guys. Really weren't expecting that. Just sitting here eating tacos and cookies. So yeah, great.
Very good. Great. Thanks. You, guys. So moving on to our third award of the day, Breed, is now the Innovation Award.
Okay. So, get it out of the envelope. Well, we all know that innovation is at the beating heart of Irish enterprise. And our judges noted amazing innovation among local companies in this year's awards. So, the winner of the 2022 Monaghan Enterprise Award for Innovation is Juno Composites.
Congratulations, Juno Composites. Very well done. Hello, Saul Buchanan. Congratulations on your Innovation Award. I was looking at your website. You're working with everyone from like aerospace to super yachts to University of Oxford, and I'm curious, when you look at like these global premium brands, what is attracting them to a company in Monaghan?
Well, I guess part of who we are, we develop, I guess, engineering and manufacturing technology that allows us to make materials for all these broad range of industries, as you have said, right from aerospace, orbit and satellites to people making musical instruments. And we're supplying material solutions to these people depending on what sort of characteristics they need. And it can be varied from wanting something that's really lightweight to reduce their CO2 footprint. Sustainability and recyclability these days, well, it's a very important topic, and how to address those concerns in their products. And I guess with our unique process, we're able to offer a variety of different characteristics in the product solutions that we offer our customers. And that's why you would see us in all these different industry sectors. And I think first and foremost above that as well is the quality. We ship a lot of materials to Asia and China, traditionally known as sort of low cost products, that you can get there. But first and foremost, how we're achieving and winning work there is through our quality.
And you think a lot as well about sustainability, reducing carbon emissions. How important has that been in terms of the product you're building and these conscientious customers that you have to appeal to? Has that become increasingly important, that that's baked in from the get-go?
Yeah, well, within Ireland and Europe in general, there's a push to go towards a circular economy. So that is considering how your end product, when it comes to the end of its useful life, what do you do with it? So that is quite central to a lot of what we do these days as well. And some of even the research projects that we are developing in-house and with other partners all around with the consortium in Europe. We're part of a Horizon 2020 program, which is looking at this very thing, like how do you reuse and recycle useful materials at the end of their life, instead of them just going to be incinerated or landfilled. There's going to be legislation probably coming forward too that's going to force people to do it. So it's not just the right thing to do for our environment, but it's also something as a business to be successful in this area. You're going to have to do these sorts of things with sustainability.
Well, congratulations. It sounds like you have the first mover advantage in this area. So Saul Buchanan of Juno Composites on your Innovation Award. Congratulations. Okay, moving to our fourth award of the day. I'm now joined by Acting Chief Executive of Monaghan County Council, Paul Clifford. You're going to be introducing our Pivot Award in a moment, but maybe just first, like we heard there from Saul about innovation and what that takes. Here in Monaghan, you're thinking a lot about digital transformation here with the Digital Hub. Can you talk a little bit about what that is doing to help startups starting here on the ground in Monaghan?
Okay, first of all, Áine, just congratulations to everybody who's participated today. They're all winners. And I'd like to thank the local Enterprise Office and all the staff there for all their efforts over the last couple of years. It's been particularly difficult. But we in Monaghan County Council recognise that digital transformation is the key to helping local firms adapt and expand their export base. We have to develop new products and new processes. And with that in mind, we've set up, in partnership with Enterprise Ireland, the Northeastern Digital Value Hub. It's located here in the MTech, and we have data scientists here who are willing to work with all companies, both large and small, throughout the region.
And is that just to get them over sometimes the cold start problem, but also just thinking about how this can scale for them?
Yes, and it's actually analysing the data the latent data that they have in their own companies. It could be supplier lists, it could be customer lists, and we can use that information to develop new processes or new markets for them.
Yeah, well, I know from working with a lot of data scientists, they make pivots a little bit easier because they are always looking at the numbers and the science and seeing how you can reapply it to a different product and service. You're going to announce for us today the winners of the Pivot Award.
I am. Now, look, if the last 2 years, if it's taught us anything, it's that nothing's the same today as it was yesterday. Being able to pivot and adapt to changing circumstances is critical in business. And this year's winner demonstrated that in spades. So I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Monaghan Enterprise Award in the Pivot category is Old Carrick Mill.
Old Carrick Mill, congratulations to Stephen Murphy. Very, very well done, Stephen. Yeah, talk to me about, I hate this word pivot for what it's worth. That's just my own personal thing at this point. But we lean into it today because it is so important to recognise sometimes when we've had to do those resets, restarts and add value and evolve. For you, it was into the hand sanitizer products, Stephen, but also the alcohol-free products. And I'm curious, was that something you detected early on, that customers' needs, requirements, tastes were changing?
Yeah, well, the customer's always changing, and we see a large growth in the non-alcoholic section. So you see your beers coming around. Next step is always the spirits, So we've a good partner there with Aldi, and they believed in our products. So they are actually trialing it. They trialed it last year, and now they are putting it on shelf later this month. So it's called Saoirse. So the Irish word for freedom. So the freedom to explore is our new brand out.
And is it as viable, Stephen, as the alcohol-fueled gins when it comes to price point and competitors at this point?
It's probably about 3 times harder to produce than actually a gin or a whiskey. We've done a lot of work on it over the years, and we have it down to a fine art now. So we have the price point pretty reachable. So I think it's on shelf at $9.99.
Okay, and do you think this is down to, like, we see high demand for it, and we see, like, you look across your competitive landscape, almost every brand now is providing the non-alcoholic version. Is that because we're coming out of a pandemic, customer behaviour has changed, people want to be able to go out and drive but enjoy a drink, people care deeply about their fitness, their nutrition. So do you think our behaviours have changed, and this isn't just a short-term fad, this is something now for the long term?
Oh, it is definitely. Like, our motto at the beginning was always drink less, drink better. This is just an evolving of that. So, as you said, a lot of people are more conscious into their health and want to go out and experience having a drink. It just doesn't need to have alcohol in it. So, yeah, the market is growing, and a lot more people are moving towards it. So,
and Stephen, just finally, in the moment of urgency, you turned part of the business into the hand sanitizer product. You had to wind that up. Is that something you wind down now, given that we're hopefully coming out the other side of a global pandemic?
Yeah, so when the whole COVID crack came about, we went to work on Friday as normal, and on Monday morning we had no work. So it was a good motivator. We turned on our heels very quickly. We have a very in-depth knowledge of the business of alcohol and how it works. Changing it over to sanitizer was something that we were very comfortable in doing. It was the right thing to do at the time, and we ploughed into it. Like, it was what was needed to be done.
Yeah, you kind of answered the call, met the moment, and did what was needed. Well, congratulations on both of those products, the hand sanitizers, the move into the non-alcoholic branding. Huge congratulations to Stephen Murphy of Old Carrickmill for the Pivot Award today as part of Monaghan Enterprise Awards. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Very well done, thank you. Now, we're going to move next to the Export Award, Paul. And in all of that, like, before COVID, we were obsessing about Brexit. Now we're having to think about global economies again, given events in Ukraine. Do you think here in Monaghan, we're ready for that export-led drive, whether it's to US, Europe, Asia and beyond?
Well, look, we've had 6 years of turbulence with Brexit, and as a border county, it's been more explicit here. But we have champions in the region. We have the likes of Combi-Lift, Monaghan Mushrooms, world leading exporters. And I know the challenge is greater for smaller companies, but it's fantastic to see the business here today and looking beyond the UK and Northern Ireland for their markets.
Okay, great. Well, look, without any further ado, let's announce the Export Award.
Okay, so thinking globally and the ability to expand into international markets is essential for ambitious local companies. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the winner of the Monaghan Enterprise Award in the export category is Ramfit.
Congratulations, Ramfit. To JP Moan and Dermot McCardle, congratulations, very well done on the Export Award. JP, you've been, from looking at your website, primarily focused on the US market, if that's fair to say. I wondered why there and where to next when it comes to growing the business.
Well, I suppose in the world of fitness, we manufacture fitness equipment. In the world of fitness, everything starts in the US. Now, the problem for us is getting to the US, but we took a jump a number of years ago. We took a risk, and yeah, a lot of money spent, a lot of tears, a lot of trips across. But yeah, thankfully we fell in with the right people, and we're continuing to meet the right people. We always felt that if we put the effort in to go to the States and start making a name for ourselves, it will come back. Everything, like I said, everything starts in the States. It'll go to Europe, it'll go back into the UK, it'll go to Asia. So yeah, we took a risk. but that's a lot of people here today. They've all taken a risk starting up in business, and thankfully it paid off for us.
Well, congratulations. And rather than go, it sounds like the individual customer route, your route to market in the United States has been going through clubs and teams.
Yeah, the beauty of our product is it's quite universal. And at the start, maybe that was our problem. We could be everything to everyone, but we learned pretty quickly that, in order to try and establish ourselves, that we needed to, get into a niche market within the fitness industry. It's like any industry. There's all segments within an industry, and we fell in with a particular end of the market in America, and we stuck at that for the first 18 months, 2 years, and now thankfully we're starting to expand out into other ends of the market within the sports and fitness industry. So yeah, we're hitting a lot of team sports now. America's, there's so many different sports in America, and it's just so vast. It's very hard at times to try and cover yourself, because we're still a small team. We do punch a little bit above our weight, but every time I go back over there, and I'm away next week back over there, I'll meet new people, and that'll take us off on a different tangent. And you look down that way and see if that works for you. But then again, you have to try and again, and this is from trial and error, you can't spread yourself too far or too thin. You try and work at what you're doing and what's working for you, and then keep building.
And JP, just finally, what would you say to some of your peers here today who have maybe gone the other approach? They started from inside Ireland and now they're looking outward, whereas you went outward, and you'll probably come back to the Irish market at some stage. What piece of advice would you say to people now thinking about an export-led strategy?
Listen, sometimes I ask myself, how are you doing things in America? And I do ask myself, I wonder how the hell do they do it? But if you have a product and it is successful, and the guys that are here today, they're all successful. If you believe in yourself and you're passionate about it, it is possible. We always knew from the start that we had a product that was an international product. It was just a matter of getting it out there. Now, when you say it's just a matter of getting it out there, it's a lot of hard work to try and do that. But if you're passionate and you believe in yourself, things will happen. Things will happen.
Okay, so belief, yeah, belief and believe. Okay, on those wise words, JP Moan, Dermot McCardle, congratulations on your Export Award for Ram Fit. Now, moving next to sustainability, we're joined by Councillor Aidan Campbell, who's the Cathaoirleach of Monaghan County Council. Before we come to announcing the winner of the Sustainability Award, what has struck you about Monaghan businesses when we talk about this green agenda and starting to really go back to basics and seeing how can we do things differently in a way that is future-proofing?
Yeah, listen, firstly, maybe I'd like to welcome you, Áine, back to County Monaghan. And it's great to see you in Monaghan. And you're someone who has done very well and moved to Dublin, but you never forget Monaghan. So I want to just say that. And also, during the week, we had the schools competition on. And I know Áine Kerr is down here today, and the Local Enterprise Office was involved in it. And your old alma mater won the prize, our ladies in Castlevania. So we're watching you, and we're admiring what you do. I suppose going back to the green part of it, the Local Enterprise Office are running a number of different projects in terms of educating businesses to get into that space. And if something's going to have to happen, it's going to have to happen very, very quickly. On Wednesday of this week, we had a launch of EV charging points for the region in the Hillgrove, and at that presentation it showed that by 2030, which is not that far away, there'll be no diesel cars. So that's just one part of it. So business is going to have to adapt and have to get into that space. Monaghan County Council have got a number of electric cars, but all businesses are going to have to adapt and get into that space.
Okay, well look, without further ado, let's announce the award for sustainability for Monaghan Enterprise.
Okay, here we go. So sustainability literally is the future, as we've been chatting about there. Adapting our thinking and way of working to become more sustainable is essential from an environmental point of view. It is my honour to announce that the winner of the Monaghan Enterprise Award in the sustainability category is the Kick Company.
Congratulations, the Kick Company. We're Very good to see you. Hi to Mark Kelly, and also you have a partner, Jerry McElligott, the Kick Company for Sustainability. Mark, I know when you go back to how this all started, you were looking at kids and seeing that they were coming to training sessions without some of the most basic skills. It all started from that simple recognition and has brought you on this journey today.
Yeah, it was just an observation. We are used to the traditional values of joining team sports and being in our communities, but I think kids were ultimately not enjoying their sport as much as possibly was once happening in the community, and we just wanted to reboot that sort of connection with the sports at home, rather than like a scheduled activities as their only means of activity. We wanted to start to try to grow that at the back door.
And this was really kind of going back to basics. Like, we all grew up kicking a ball against the wall. It was trying to kind of create that just old style comfort of going out on your own and being alone with it and crafting and honing a skill. But what you've built is for that kid who wants to recreate kicking a ball against the wall, but it's also for elite sports people.
I think that's the part on the sustainability, is that we're trying to meet the goals of global community, which is to beat the sedentary lifestyles that exist. And it's a global phenomenon, and it's affecting all parts of our lives, especially health. And that connection of going out the back door and playing on the yard and having those dreams and ambitions is a big thing in free play activity. And it allows the kids then to go to the sports field with more confidence and to have a good relationship with sport, which hopefully helps them make better choices in life, and is definitely sports well-being and a positive attitude to health.
And one of the key things for you as well, Mark, has been build something that is durable, that is long-lasting, that really feels like an investment, whether you're an athlete or someone buying something for the teenager to get them out and about, but it's the long-term investment piece of it.
I think so. Just like what everybody's working in the company that I'm among here today, that we took a green for micro with Leo and looked at the values of product and seen that we were conforming to that. And the way we went about the build was something that would work from grassroots right to competitive level. So it's just like that wall at the back of the house. It's going to be there for your lifespan in sport. And then it would progress with that. So as their skills develop, the unit is still able to match their increased abilities. And we even found out from that green micro with Leo that our product is actually 280% less than the concrete alternative. So we've now entered the B2B market with this product because it does the job just as well, and actually the performance of the ball is increased by about 40%.
Okay, well, continued success to you as you scale it. To Mark Kelly and Jerry McElligott of the Kick Company on your Sustainability Award. Very, very well done. Coming back to you, Councillor Aidan Campbell-Cathaoirleach of Monaghan County Council, we're going to be talking about the e-commerce award now in a moment. What would you say to people collectively today when it comes to utilising your local enterprise offices, your public representatives, like using your community to ultimately help lift and support?
Yeah, it's a very good question, Áine, and I think it was broached earlier on by Bridge in terms of the e-commerce. During the pandemic, we've seen e-commerce taking off. You were sitting at your home and you were ordering online, and your local shops weren't getting that business. But with the online trading, which Bridge talked about, which is available for everybody, and I encourage all businesses to, if they haven't got it, to contact the office and get it, where you can get some help and you can get a presence online. That's the way the world is going, and if you're not going that way, you're going to be left behind. So there is help. And as has been said and as proved, if you get online, you can work. There's examples of that today. So that's the big thing. You need to get online and you need to get with it.
Yeah, and I think that's been one of the things of the pandemic. It was a forcing function. We've probably seen more innovation and a move online in 2 years than we did in the 20 years previously. So hopefully we're all going to keep that spirit of innovation going. Would you like to go ahead and announce the winner of our e-commerce award?
Okay, so nothing beats, as I said, that in-person experience in your store, in your local town or village. But e-commerce can complement that experience and extend your market far beyond the local community. Leo Monaghan are committed to helping local business to expand their e-commerce, through a range of supports. I am delighted to announce that the winner of the Monaghan Enterprise Award for e-commerce is Gillanders Town and Country.
Congratulations to Gillanders Town and Country. To Rosalind, who is joining us, congratulations on your award. Can you talk a little bit there about the learnings from the last 2 years as we were really forced online, out of physical stores? Like, what have been really the highlights, the big learnings for you, Rosalind?
Well, my goodness, thank you very much. I'm overwhelmed, you know, and congratulations to everybody else today that have actually made it to the awards, and also those that have actually achieved and won in their category. Basically, yes, ours being a family business for all these years, it was always very much about customer service. As I said, my mother has been there for 36 years. She has our local customer base, and basically when COVID came, it was just lights out for everybody. And I just, you know, took advantage of the LEO, you know, everything that was available, and tried to put it to as best use as I could. It also kept me very busy, and I was able to, you know, just do as much courses as I could. YouTube was my you know, best tool. Yeah. I went back to UCD actually as well in the lockdown, the first lockdown, to try and do a digital marketing course online, which was also very, very helpful. And it was just the experience of that, and I just knew that now was the time, it was now or never to move with you know, the business online if we were going to be able to go forward with it in the future. Thankfully it all worked out, and I have a great help, you know, digital marketer that you know, helps me, Darryl Rutledge. He's fantastic. He's seen my vision of what I was trying to do with my product. What we sell is actually quite niche. It's, you know, it's country. It's not everybody's, you know, cup of tea, but it's at the same time there is a demand for it, and a lot of people in here in Ireland were buying from UK companies at the time. So, you know, we just basically knuckled down and got our website up and running with help from the LEO vouchers, and tried to do is, you know, push it out to as many people as possible here in Ireland, and that it just took off. You know, I'm still overwhelmed with it, really. But again, it's extremely hard work. You know, it's constant. Your phone never stops. I never have this out of my hand. It's, you know, it's constant hard work all of the time, but it's actually very enjoyable and rewarding. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you open up your emails and you see so many orders or inquiries about different products that they didn't realize actually was available here in Ireland. So yeah, no, I'm delighted. Thank you very, very much. It's brilliant. It makes all the hard work worthwhile.
Yeah, congratulations. And such an important reminder there, Rosalind, of enjoying what you do. And that's not to say there aren't the low points that you have to endure, but like the more Sunday nights that we don't have the Glenroe feelings, as I call them as business owners, the better. But I think what you're talking about there is so important as well, Rosalind, of just when you're a business owner to always be learning, to stay curious and, you know, go back to college, like constantly learn, evolve, so that you can kind of keep up to date with the skills and needs to match where your business needs to go. So huge congratulations to you on your award today. That's Rosalind Gillanders of Gillanders Town and Country. Now, that is bringing us ever closer now. We have our 7 award winners. We have one final winner now to come, which is our overall winner today for the Monaghan Enterprise Awards. And this company, this person, they will go forward to represent Monaghan in the Mansion House in June as part of the National Enterprise Awards. And Councillor Aidan Campbell Cathaoirleach of Monaghan County Council, what do you think, like when Monaghan goes to represent there against the competitors we're used to kind of fuming about when it comes to GA and hurling and everything else, what do you think sets us apart when it comes to business and the sense of purpose and values and energy that goes into a Monaghan business?
Yeah, well, I think we're very different in Monaghan, as you know yourself. We're an inland county in a small country, and we've great entrepreneur spirit, as it is noted today with so many companies has been on, and actually the diverse companies. We have companies set up in exercise right the way through to making gin and chocolate and all the different companies. So diverse. But I think that if you look at other counties in Ireland, there may be more foreign direct investment, but we don't have that. We have a get up and go attitude in Monaghan, and I think that's very evident today and will be in the final, so it will.
Okay.
Just before we finish, can I just thank the office here, Local Enterprise Office here, Paul Clifford's the director, he's the acting CEO at the minute, but John McIntyre and Bridge and all our team. I know that we have Tara, we have Sinead, and we have Pamela, and our partners with Deirdre in Enterprise Air. They've done tremendous work, and I know all the companies who are tuned into the online will have face-to-face interaction with all our team here in the Local Enterprise Office, and they have been round, they've been partnering them, so it's a great asset, and I'd encourage more businesses to make use of the office and partner up together and go forward and hopefully see more teams next year.
Okay, very good. Well, as a reminder, we have had 36 finalists today. We have had 7 winners, and I'm going to recap them. Our Startup Award winner today was Glasslock Chocolates. Our Best Established is Street School. The Innovation Award went to Juno Composites. The Pivot Award went to Old Carrick Mill, while the Export Award went to Ram Fit. The Sustainability Award was presented to the Kick Company, and Galander's Town and Country scooped the E-Commerce Award. Now, as we mentioned, from those 7 category award winners, 1 company will now be named as the overall winner to represent Monaghan at the prestigious National Enterprise Awards in June. Look, the floor is yours.
Go. This is the big one. This is the one we've been looking for. Okay, so carrying the hopes of County Monaghan with them to the National Enterprise Awards in Dublin in June, it is my great pleasure to announce that the Monaghan Enterprise of the Year is Street School.
Congratulations, Street School. And hopefully we still have Shawnee and Thea looking suitably surprised. That's great to see. Very well done, guys. And to Nikisha, Thea, Shawnee. Shawnee, maybe just to come to you, what does this mean? You've been there with Nikisha, obviously you have Thea now and a team around you. But a moment like this, recognised now to go forward, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, look, geez, it's massive. We're really, no, definitely not expecting that at all. Like, there's a lot of, lifetime businesses there, different generations, like the Cardinals, Monaghan Hire, all these guys are like institutions of Monaghan. So kind of feel like I'm stealing from them here, but I also have no shame, so I'll gladly accept it.
Yeah, you sound very humble.
No, it means a lot, guys. Thanks a million. Yeah, wasn't expecting that. No, hopefully we can represent Monaghan.
Thea, you sound, I think you said speechless. Shawnee, you're collecting your thoughts. You sound very humble. But does this for both of you, for Nikisha as well, like this validates the decision to broaden out the business when you win an award like this?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we're actually in the kind of process of scaling up a bit at the minute, and had quite a bit of support from Local Enterprise Office and a lot of mentoring from Enterprise Ireland and stuff as well, as we focus on the export markets and stuff. So we're kind of just starting into exporting these for the first time. And we're actually manufacturing these, by the way, now. We spent the last 6 months working with a manufacturing partner here at Monaghan who will be able to reveal more about soon. It's kind of all under the table at the minute, but so we've been manufacturing these trailers start to finish in the background, focusing really, really big time on reducing our carbon footprint. So from the end of April, we'll not be exporting any single part of this trailer. Like, everything's being built just out the road here in Monaghan. So that's a massive step for us. And it's an expensive step, but we think, well, we hope to God it pays off long term anyway, but it's creating jobs locally on the manufacturing end, and then we're hiring people at the minute as well, digital marketing and sales roles and stuff. So yeah, over to you, Tia. What do you think? Tell us all, share your thoughts here.
I feel speechless. Yeah, I can't believe that we won all over winner, and then we're hoping that we're going to really goodly represent Monaghan in Dublin. And thank you all for the patience of listening us here.
That's great.
It's just a good time to throw it out there. We organise here at the Station House a monthly entrepreneur meetup that I don't know if a lot of people are aware of, but we'd love to get like some great businesses here. To be honest, some businesses here I hadn't even heard of before. And yeah, it's basically it'll be put out on my own personal LinkedIn, like Shawnee McCleary, just trying to get more there's so many people like yourselves here. You get so caught up in the business. It's hard to put that hour or two aside and just network. And everyone is facing problems in business like now more than ever. Ourselves, obviously, as much, if not more than anyone. So it's good, 30 or 40 of us in a room together. If you have a problem, there's a good chance someone in that room has a solution, whether it's digital marketing or sales or exporting, logistics, all that kind of stuff. So we just did our first meetup this month after lockdown, and we're doing it again now the first week of April. So anyone get in contact if you'd like to get involved. It's just kind of nice informal meetup. We have a guest speaker every month, and I'll supply the tacos and beers. So
great. You supply some food, yeah, there for that. And the best thing for people to do, Sean, is just to reach out to you directly to get on email updates about meetups.
Yeah, well, we operate as well, guys. Anyone who'd like to come in here, the Station House in Monaghan, just in the North Road, like it's an entrepreneur kind of hot desking, co-working space. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on here. You've got people upstairs here working for RTE, for fuel promotions, for LinkedIn. Yeah, just anything, like, Emma Collar and accountants upstairs for advice all the time. Paul Bowe, who owns the place, obviously a business veteran himself, so you can go to him for advice all the time. But if anyone wants to just come in, have a chat and see the place here, we're always kind of here, drink coffee and planning, scheming.
We're not all drinking only coffee, but someone has to work.
Yeah, well, that's but no, guys, really wasn't expecting that. I'm delighted now. So,
congratulations. Hopefully at your next meetup, your community of Monaghan businesses can celebrate your achievements and the fact that you will be going forward in June to represent Monaghan as part of the National Enterprise Awards. And I think, Shawnee, the congratulations on your award. We will be willing you on. I hope Monaghan will still be in the football championships by June, and that you will be another team effort that will still be supported by the early summer. So huge congratulations to you and the team there at Street School. And I think that theme that Shawnee was hitting on is just back to where we started today. Like, I do hope you leave all 36 finalists here today, leave with that sense of common purpose, of a sense of Monaghan tribe here. You have an invitation from Shawnee now to go and share those problems, because there is such power in sometimes stepping into a room with people who have a different purpose to you. Their service, their product looks different, but they've got a similar passion and a drive, and frankly a similar stubbornness, that only people in business who get up every day to rise and go again can really get and understand. So just back to where we started today, heartfelt congratulations to our 36 finalists, to our 7 winners and our overall winner today. You are a credit to yourselves, to your family, your teams. And I hope today can be a reminder that, as important as it has been to endure those lows, there are moments like today where you can optimize those highs. And this hopefully is going to give you a little bit of an energy transfusion, because one thing we're probably not very good at as business owners and entrepreneurs sometimes, we're very good at spending energy. We're not very good sometimes at putting energy back in the tank. So I hope this gives you a little bit of fuel, a little bit of pride, a sense of a milestone achieved today that is going to sustain you sometimes on the harder days ahead. And also just to say to all 36 of you today is that you are the pride of Monaghan, you are the representatives of Monaghan businesses, and to be that coach, to be that mentor, to be that sponsor, encouraging other people to come to Monaghan and start startups. We need more of our young people doing that. I have my part to play in how I go about doing that as well. We all have a part to play in helping to build that tribe of Monaghan entrepreneurship, and we have now Street School going forth as the representative of that in June. And also, just I think, as we've heard here repeatedly today, is if you have an idea, whether you're somebody already out in your journey and you want to build on that, contact your local enterprise office. If you're somebody quietly sitting in the background, a friend or family member of somebody who's a finalist today, and you have an idea, go and talk to your local enterprise office, who will be there to help and listen. Finally, our thanks again to our 36 finalists, your friends and family who joined us here today, to the Local Enterprise Office here in Monaghan, to Breed Quinn of the Local Enterprise Office, to the Acting Chief Executive Paul Clifford, to Aidan Campbell, Councillor, and Keithirlock of Monaghan County Council, and to Deirdre Craven on Enterprise Ireland, who represented our judges. Congratulations again to all our finalists and winners, and thank you so much for joining us.